have you now.
Welcome to the first in a line of 5-minute reviews. First of all, let's do technology. GSM HSPA LTE technology. Those of you in the States will be interested in the LTE. Everybody else, you'll be interested in everything else. It's available now in the UK, South Korea and the United States. Let's get straight down to the specs, shall we? Let's unfold the item, pop it open and give you the dimensions. It's 160.9 millimeters from here to here. It's 117.9 millimeters from here to here, and the actual width of it there is 6.9 millimeters. If you fold it in half, obviously that 6.9 has now got a bit bigger, especially with the gap as well, and this side it's obviously got a bit more. So instead of 6.9, it's now doubled and a bit, should I say, to 15.5 millimeters. Naturally, this is still 160.9 millimeters, but of course you've halved it, and now it's only 62.9 millimeters. It's not very weighty, as you might think it would be. I mean, maybe because it's a polymer screen, not a glass screen. It only weighs 263 grams. It takes a nano SIM. I mean, I don't know many new modern phones that do take any other SIMs, but it'll take an eSIM as well, but it takes a nano SIM. Comes with Samsung Pay as standard. You can also put Google Pay on there. Obviously, you can't put Apple Pay on there. It's a dynamic AMOLED capacitive touch screen. 16 million colours. 16 million colours. I'm making that easy to say. So it's 7.3 inches across. That's fantastic, right? It's a big screen. Resolution is 1536 by 2152 with a PPI density of 362. That's pixels per inch, I believe. I'll have to look that up. HDR10 plus. The cover display is 4.6 inches from corner to corner, which isn't bad. As I said before, my thumb goes across it and I can do one-handed. It's also Super AMOLED and it's 720 by 1680. Basically a 21 by 9 ratio. It runs Android Pie, not American Pie, Android Pie, which is Android version 9, I believe. Qualcomm SDM855 Snapdragon. So basically a Snapdragon 855. It has an octa-core in there. These 8 octa-core processors on the CPU are basically, one of them is 2.84, 3 of them are a 2.42, and 4 of them are a 1.78 gigahertz. These are a Cryo 485, all of them. Adreno 640 is the GPU, which is your graphics display. There is no memory card slot. However, there is 512 gig of internal storage and 12 gig of RAM, which is useful, right? Let's do the cameras. So we're going to do the front one first. This is a 10 megapixel wide-angled lens. If we open this thing up, we see here there's going to be 2 more cameras. These are both wide-angled lens as well. So there's a 10 megapixel and an 8 megapixel. And if we flip it over so you can see the other side, these 3 here are a 12, a 12 and a 16. And they basically compose of a wide, a telephoto and an ultra-wide, which is useful, right? LED flash, you saw that there. LED flash. Also, it shoots HDR, panoramas. It does a whole array of video features, 2160p by 60 frames per second. But then we start getting the slow-mos, 1080p by 60 frames or 240 frames per second. That's fairly slow. And then we've got an ultra slow, which is only unfortunately in 720p, but it's still usable. But it's a whopping 960 frames per second. That's brilliant in my eyes. In anyone's eyes, it should be brilliant. It comes with stereo speakers. If I just pop that closed again, you'll see there's a speaker here, and if I flip it round, you'll see there's another speaker there. I'll open that back up because it obviously looks better when it's open. There's no 3.5mm jack, as you can see here. It's just got the USB-C that you can plug in. Yeah. These come with the AKGs, which are Bluetooth wireless, so they've not bothered putting the jack in. It has active noise cancellation with a dedicated mic, a Dolby Atmos sound, tuned by AKG, no less. Wi-Fi 802.11, and it comes with all of them. A, B, G, H, AC, AX. It's dual band. The Wi-Fi does hotspotting, LE, aptX, HD, A2, DP. I don't actually know what some of them acronyms mean. Gone from me. But If you were interested in them when you heard them called out, well, your ears might have pricked up a bit. GPS, yes, of course it comes with GPS. Google Maps won't be much use without it. Near field content, yes, of course, because as I said at the start, it's got Samsung Pay and you can put Google Pay on there. USB Type C, reversible connector. It's also got fingerprint reader here on the side. This power button here, this is reprogrammable, so you can do it so double click opens the camera, single click gives you the power options, or single click gives you your assistant, whether it be Google, Bixby or Alexa, it's up to you. And it does have Samsung DeX support, so the Samsung DeX Experience support. It comes with a 4,380 milliamp battery, so that's some long life right there. 12 gig of RAM as I mentioned earlier, Snapdragon 855 as I mentioned earlier. This thing is all singing, all dancing. It comes free, you shouldn't bang it on the desk, it comes free with this well, it looks carbon fibre, but I don't think it's carbon fibre, it's too flexible. But it comes with this carbon fibre looking case, which just pops on. It's nice and easy. Other than that, things you should note is it isn't waterproof. It isn't dustproof. So when you put it in your pocket, try to empty the lint from your pocket first. Don't take it out in the rain. Don't go swimming with it. I mean, that's an obvious one, but lots of modern phones now are IP68 and you can go swimming with them. So don't be fooled just because it's a modern phone that it can do these things. I've played Call of Duty on this, the new release, and it is fantastic. There's no lag, it plays smooth, it uses the full screen, and you're going to love it. That's the first of a batch of 5-minute reviews, little fast reviews that give you all the facts and a few tips. One other tip, this fingerprint reader here can be used as a scroll wheel to bring down your notifications bar. Can be handy. I didn't see any integration with web browsing or anything like that where you can scroll up and down the pages, because naturally as soon as you scroll the notification bar comes down. So maybe that's saying it will get more gesture in the future. That's something you have to turn on in the settings. Most of it you have to turn on in the settings, like reprogramming the button, doing the reader, etc. It's a good phone. I've been using it for about a week now, and I must admit I do like it a lot. I know that you need to take extra care with it. If you use your fingernail on here, there could be some complications, as in gouges out the screen, but you've got to press pretty hard with your fingernail to gouge it out. It's not as fragile as people are making out. And also this screen here, just double tap that to wake it up. This is more than usable single-handedly. You can do everything from pulling the scroll bar down, texting. Your thumb goes everywhere, so it's not an issue. It does have multi-window when expanded, so you can open it up, be playing an app, slide the bar across, open another app, slide the bar across, open another app, and have 3 apps open at the same time in 3 separate windows. One big window, 2 separate windows, and you can move them in between. If you want to see how that happens, just go to my other video for this review, the 20-minute long one, and you'll see it in action there. That's all for now. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button and put a comment. I'd like to hear your comments. Good day, and we'll speak to you soon.